made us today. But it did not stop us. Now you can applause again. Thank you. So I am here to say a few words to y'all to introduce my candidate, and I'm very honored to do so. So I am Bea Clevenger, Sheila's press secretary and very proud Cocke County native. It makes my heart glad to see our community show up for one of its own. In these mountains, we understand our strength comes from the kind and generous hands of our neighbors and friends. I'm honored to stand here today, not just as a campaign volunteer, but as someone who is in love with this county and its people. I saw during Helene what we could accomplish when we come together. We didn't need permission to get to work and do what was right for our neighbors then. That's why I'm so excited to introduce Sheila Mcmahan, someone who understands hard work, integrity, and genuinely wants to fight for working families. She knows Appalachians deserve a leader that doesn't forget us when the cameras aren't rolling. Let's give it a big
Well, hey everyone.
Hey Sheila.
I just want to begin by saying thank you. I'm in awe of the turnout. I can't tell you how much it means to me for you all to show up and give me the chance to just talk to you and hopefully earn your trust and for us to just really get to know one another. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now, let's make one thing clear right off the bat. I am not running for office to be liked in Nashville. I am running to give the people right here at home a voice and a chance to be heard. Because I've watched folks like us get passed over, priced out, and talked down to by people that don't know the first thing about what it's like to live in these mountains. We have watched jobs leave with no plans to bring anything better in. We watched as our schools and our teachers be betrayed by this voucher scheme that sends our tax dollars to private academies that cost more than my house. And last year, we watched as Jeremy Fasion helped hand out $1.5 billion in franchise tax refunds, a total of 7 years worth, to be exact, to big corporations. And then they call it good business. Well, I have one question. Good for who? Not for the teacher in Parrotsville who is buying notebooks and pencils out of her own paycheck. Definitely not for the man who is driving an hour one way just to clock into a job that doesn't offer decent benefits. And certainly not for the families that are juggling utility bills, rising property taxes, and grocery bills like it's a three-ring circus, just fighting to keep their heads above water. So let's call it what it really is. It's not mismanagement. It's not an oversight. It's a choice. He chose his donors, but I choose you. Now listen, there's going to be some people that paint me as too bold, too loud, or too different. Well, they got one thing right. I am different. I wasn't born into a legacy of power or money. We need different. I was born into a legacy of survival. I come from a long line of sharecroppers, moonshiners, and laborers that help carve the trails in the park here.
Old, no money.
Folks that worked until their hands cracked open and then kept on going. This land made me. And these people, they raised me. And unlike Jeremy, I didn't move here. I come from here. He treats this district like it's a resume builder. I treat it like my family land. So no, I'm not polished. I'm not packaged. But I sure as heck ain't gonna sit down and play nice while our kids are left behind and our families are forgotten. I am here to fight for good jobs so you don't have to move away just to make a decent living. And for fully funded public schools, because our kids deserve the best education right here where our public schools are more than capable of giving it. And finally, laws and legislation that benefit regular people and not the ones writing the biggest campaign checks. This campaign, it's not about me. It's about those who have been bled dry and those who are ready to take it back. Because, let's be honest, if the folks in charge right now truly cared about people in Cosby, in Newport, in White Pine, and in Whitesburg, well, they'd have shown it by now. Well, they haven't. So now, it's our turn. It's our turn to rise up, speak out, and take back what's been ours all along. I am Sheila McMahan. I am not some career politician who's too busy chasing the next rung of the political ladder. I work for you, and only you. And hear me now, I am not for sale, not to the lobbyists, not to the corporations, and not to the party bosses. My loyalty is only to the people of District 11. And I can promise you one thing, that I will never, ever forget where I come from. You know, they say power lives in the Capitol, but I know better. It's found right here, in these mountains, down in these hollers and back roads. And it is time that we show them exactly who we are. Thank you.
Thank you.